my name is Tanya Balkis.
Hi, my name is Maisara Iman.
Hi guys, I'm Najwa.
Hi, my name is Christina Sofia.
Hi, so I will present question number 1, which the formula that we can use is the future value formula. So at the end, we will get the future value is 63,260 ringgit 41 cents. For question B, whether he should invest in a cooperative scheme that promises a lump sum to return of 62,000 after 5 years. So, if we compare fixed deposit and cooperative scheme, Amir will get higher return by 1,260 ringgit 41 cents if he choose fixed deposit.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Damia and today we're going to answer question number 2 together. To make this explanation clearer, we assume that there's two banks involved, which are Bank A and Bank B. A construction company set aside 50,000 ringgit today to replace aging machinery. The replacement is indeed in 6 years. From the sentence, we can determine that 50,000 ringgit is the principal, or also known as the amount of money invested into Bank A for 6 years. The money is invested in an account paying 5.6% interest compounded monthly. Now we know that the number of times interest is compounded per a year is 12. After 2 years, the manager considers moving the entire amount to another bank offering 5.9% interest compounded quarterly for the remaining 4 years. This sentence explains that after 2 years of investing in Bank A, the manager decided to continue investing in Bank B for another 4 years. The manager basically made a switching decision. Now that we have go through all of the sentences, let's answer the questions together, shall we? Now, we will solve this question using this formula. Back to my explanation about Bank A, this question wants us to calculate the total amount of money after investing for 2 years in Bank A. The total amount of money is 55,911 and 8 cents. Now let's move on to the second question. After 2 years, the total amount of money in Bank A will become the new principal, as the manager switches his decision and continues investing for the remaining 4 years in Bank B. For the last question, yes, the switching decision does give the company a financial advantage because the total amount received using the switching method is higher than the total amount received without the switching method.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Maisara and today we'll be answering question 3. Mr. Ali plans to save for his son's university fund. He deposited 12,000 into an XY bank account. The bank offered K% interest compounded quarterly. After 5 years, the investment grew to 14,893 ringgit 20 cents. The principal is 12,000. The time, 5 years, the interest is not stated. Compounded quarterly, M equals to 4. And the accumulated amount is 14,893 ringgit 20 cents. Calculate the interest rate K% compounded quarterly. Compounded quarterly is M equals to 4. We already have all the information, so just put inside this formula and then you will get the interest rate, which is 4.34%. After 5 years, Mr. Ali decided to top up an additional 300 into the same account. The interest rate remains unchanged. Find the total amount in the account at the end of the years, which is 3 years after the top-up. The total amount here means accumulated amount or S. But before that, we need to find the new principal. So the new principal is going to be 14,893 ringgit 20 cents plus 300 ringgit. With all the information given, just use the same formula from the previous question. So the accumulated amount is going to be 17,293 ringgit 78 cents. Later, Mr. Ali compares his investment to an alternative plan, which is a fixed deposit that gives 5% per annum compounded annually for the same total 8 years. K is 5%, M is 1 because compounded annually, T is 8 years. Determine how much more or less he would have earned if he had placed the entire initial 12,000 into the fixed deposit. The principal is 12,000. Using the same formula, we can get the accumulated amount, which is 17,729 ringgit 47 cents. That means Mr. Ali would have earned 435 ringgit 69 cents more if he used the alternative plan.
Hi, my name is Christina Sofia. To solve question 4, I am using annuity concept. First, we have to determine the principal amount of Tuan Bakar's loan, which means the actual amount borrowed. So, 350,000 ringgit minus the down payment, 25,000 ringgit. And the answer is 325,000 ringgit. Next, find the monthly payment Tuan Bakar needs to pay for the loan. First, we have to identify whether this is the present value or future value. Since he signed up for a loan, so we are using a present value formula. But before that, we have to list down all the information given, such as the term, nominal rate, and number of time interest calculated in a year. Then, just substitute all the information in the formula, and the answer is 2,073 ringgit 70 cents. Question C. Tuan Bakar missed 5 monthly payments, so we have to find the total payment he needs to make on the 6th payment. We will be using future value formula, which is S6. Then, just substitute all the information the same as question B, including monthly payments answer. Lastly, we got 12,562 ringgit 5 cents. Question D. 5 years before the term end, Tuan Bakar wished to make the full settlement of the loan. So, we have to find the total amount to be paid using the present value formula, which is A5. But, don't forget to find the end, which is 5 times 12 equal to A16. Then, we can also substitute all the information in the formula and remember to put the end is 16. Lastly, the answer is 110,961 ringgit and 40 cents. Based on question A to D, we have to find the total interest amount charged for the loan and interpret the result. Okay, first we have to compare the total interest under different repayment situation. With normal payment over 20 years, the total interest is 172,688. It shows that a longer loan period leads to higher interest. Next, if the loan is settled early after 15 years, the interest drops significantly to 48,266 because interest is charged for a shorter time. However, when payments are missed, the total interest increased to 183,056 ringgit and 50 cents due to interest accumulating and the unpaid balance. In conclusion, early settlement reduces interest, while missed payment increases the total loan cost. Based on question A to D, we have to find the total interest amount charged for the loan and interpret the result. Okay, first we have to compare the total interest under different repayment situation. With normal payment over 20 years, the total interest is 172,688. It shows that a longer loan period leads to higher interest. Next, if the loan is settled early after 15 years, the interest drops significantly to 48,266 because interest is charged for a shorter time. However, when payments are missed, the total interest increased to 183,056 ringgit and 50 cents due to interest accumulating and the unpaid balance. In conclusion, early settlement reduces interest, while missed payment increases the total loan cost.
Alright, so question number 5 is for Annuity, which is a case about Luna who wants to purchase the latest Zuma phone priced at 12,990 ringgit to support her growing work as a digital content creator. She makes a 25% down payment and finances the remaining balance through monthly payment of 258 ringgit 64 cents. The financing carries an interest rate of 6.2% compounded monthly. Calculate the number of years required for Luna to fully repay the loan. So here we are going to find how many years does it take for Luna to pay off her loan to buy the Zuma phone. As we identify all the information, we will get present value, which is A, is equals to 12,990 ringgit times 75%, which is after the down payment. And we will get 9,742 ringgit 50 cents. So for the periodic payment, which is R, is 258 ringgit 64 cents. For the interest rate is 6.2%. Interest period is M equals to 12, and number of interest period is N, which is what we are going to find. After substitute all the information into the formula, we will start to solve it one by one. Okay, so after that we will get 1.005166667 power of negative n equals to 0.080538. So how do we get the n up there is by using log. So we will get the log rules, and then we put log on both sides. So after calculating, we will get n is equals to 40, n is equals to mt. So we substitute, n is 42, m is 12, so we can get the t. So at the end, we will get t is equals to 3.5 years.